Good day to everybody out there to see thy wealth, water your health, drink a glass of water. And how's everybody doing today? I'm heading to the farmer's market to pick me up another watermelon as well as some coconut water. And to talk to you guys about and to get your opinion about the houses in Belize. So, as you guys know, I'm already getting one cabin type small house on my property in Belize, right? And I'm going to get two more small houses. They're going to be a little bit smaller than mine. Probably around like 360 square feet, 2 bedroom, 1 bath. You may say, well, how the hell are they going to fit 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom in a 300 and some square foot space? Well, trust me, it's possible because my 2 bedroom, 2 bath is in a space that's a little over 500 square feet, but you know, I'm okay with that. It's just me, at least for now. But I want to get you guys' opinion. Also, if you could like the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you're subscribing to the channel, if you're a new viewer, hit that notification bell and hit all. So initially my plan was to put 3 additional places on the spot, on the land immediately. But then I got to thinking, I was going to do 2 for renting out to other individuals that wanted to come down and, you know, experience the jungle life of Belize and not being too far from the ocean while enjoying you some fresh fruits and vegetables, so on and so forth. So I was going to have 2 of them to rent out. And then the third one I was going to have for people to, or for 2 workers to share the 2 bedroom, 1 bath. Now, mind you, all of these units will be off grid with solar and, you know, well and septic, so on and so forth. And then I was at the farmer's market speaking to this older lady a few days ago. And, you know, her father had 100 and something acre farm with cows and whatever else. And I was telling her my plan of having, you know, a few workers staying on the land, because it's always good when you have your workers right there on, you know, provide them a place to stay and, you know, in return for their labor. And of course you pay them for the work that they do, but essentially you got them right on site and, you know, you don't have to worry about calling them whenever you need them. And she was like, don't do that. Don't have nobody come and stay on your land. You know, it's difficult to trust people, so on and so forth. Now, I already knew this. I ain't say nothing. I just knew that it's difficult to trust people. And it wasn't as if I was trying to get people to come and stay on the land immediately. Like I'm going to have to build trust with whoever I decided to put in those 2 rooms to work on the land. That's what my plan was. You know, maybe over the course of 6 months to a year, I can get somebody felt out and, you know, say, okay, well, I kind of know them a little bit to where I can have them come and stay on the land and, you know, maybe provide them a place that's better than what they're living in, because let's just be honest, those places aren't the greatest in regards to what those folks are living in. They may be okay with what they're living in, but to have an upgraded space, they may be okay with that as well. But she was like, nah, don't do that. Just let them stay where they staying at and pay them as you need them. And the more I got to thinking about it, because the more how she broke it down to me, it made sense. And, you know, she said people are jealous, people are envious, greed. You just never know with people. So keep them over there while you pay them and move it like that. And the more I thought about it, I said, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just have, instead of the 3 units, I'm going to just put the 2 units on there. And the money that I would have used for the 3rd unit, I'm going to use that for building up the infrastructure of the land, as well as paying the workers and, you know, just having a little extra money on the side. Because really, if I had spent the money on the 3 extra units, that would have been pretty much all of, you know, my direct savings. So that made more sense to just, and even if I wasn't going to do the 3 units, I would have done 2 units, rented out 1, and the 3rd one, I would have, or the 2nd one, I would have used for the workers. But now I'm just going to use 2 of them to rent out, keep the money, build up the infrastructure of the land, you know, put some chickens on the land, get some goats, maybe a cow, a couple cows, and work it like that. Let me know what y'all think in the comments and what y'all opinions are based off of what I just said. What would you do? Would you get 2 units or would you get 3 units? And if you are going to get the third unit, 3 units, would you rent all 3? Would you rent all 3 of them out? If you're going to get the 3 units, would you rent out the 3 units? Or would you get 3 units and rent out 2 units and have the third unit for the workers? Or would you just get 2 units, rent out 1 unit? Would you get the 2 units, rent out 1 unit, and then let the second unit be used for workers? You know, I'm just trying to debate here with myself and, you know, talk things out with myself and figure out what I want to do. Of course, I have a few friends that want to come down periodically and, you know, lend a helping hand. Also, my stepbrother, he's going to come down too. I don't know how much of a hand he's going to be given at first. I don't really know his position right now in regards to his comfortability and staying full time without an income, because, you know, there's no work for him down there. But of course, we could always sell what we grow on the side of the road because we're on a main road. But really, I was just trying to offer him another avenue in life because, you know, he's 40 years old, don't have no kids, don't really have a solid career up here. So I figured he could come down there, lend me a helping hand, and, you know, find his way from there. Come back up to the States once he build himself up, you know, with a YouTube following or whatever he want to do. Because be honest with you, Belize isn't my last stop in life. This is just one chapter of my journey. I'm not in my 60s and 70s and my 50s and whatever, you know, I'm not in my 60s and 70s. So this isn't like the last chapter of my life. This is just one chapter. I'm doing farming, and, you know, who knows, later on, I may want to do something different. Go to another country, experience a new climate or a new atmosphere, a new culture. You know what I'm saying? But right now, I just want to, there's going to be a lot of mistakes made. Let's just be real here. There's going to be mistakes made, and I'm okay with that. I'm all right with making mistakes as long as I learn from them. This is what life is about, learning from your mistakes and showing others how they can do things without having everything lined up. Because, you know, I always say, just get started, just get started, just get started. And I mean that, because I don't have everything lined up and thought out to go down here and get it carried out the way you may think I do. And most of the time when people have plans laid out and shit, everything don't always go according to plan. We know these things. So you don't always have to have things laid out and planned in order for you to get them done. I wish I wasn't going down here by myself, you know, but sometimes that's just the way the universe works. You know, you have plans with other individuals and other folks to do things, and it don't always work that way. They may come around later, you know, but in the meantime, the show must continue to go on. So with that, I'm speaking to you guys about what my plans are for the land in Belize. Of course, the food is the main foundation, whether it's the fruit or the vegetables, the herbs. That's the foundation of what I want to do. My whole plan was to be off grid, to grow my own food. After that, we have to start thinking about what else, what other avenues are there? Because I'm a hustler, I'm an entrepreneur. What other avenues can we take? Okay, we can put other properties or other houses or cabins on the land to rent out to other individuals who may not have the money to do this, but may want to get away from the hustle and bustle of New York or Los Angeles or Atlanta or Louisiana or any other major, London, and may want to come to Belize to experience the jungles and experience being on a farm where the food is unfiltered with chemicals, you know what I'm saying? And come to enjoy that. And we can make money off of renting those cabins out, as well as having some chickens, sell the eggs, goats to, you know, graze our land, cows to graze our land or sell the cows. You know, it's just a lot of different avenues we could take with this. And I want to make sure that, you know, I'm spending all of my own personal money with this because I believe in this so much. I believe in my dream so much that I'm willing to invest every dollar that I have. And I advise you, if you believe in something so much, to invest every energy of your time into it. Energy is currency. It doesn't always have to be fiat currency. And when I'm talking about a dollar that you invested, but I'm investing every dollar that I have, as well as my energy, into this property, into my dreams, right? And I'm going to video record everything for the experience and for YouTube, right? So, you know, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Also, like the video. Costs you nothing. I fucked up the algorithm when I did some things with my videos a couple weeks ago, and my algorithm has really been off, you know, in regards to my videos being reached and placed in people's feed. And, you know, it's been a month since I did those things, and my videos are still kind of being held back a little bit because of what I did. Nobody did it to me. I did that. There were certain things I did with those videos that I probably shouldn't have done. But anyway, you know, like the video. If it resonates with you, share the video. And if you like what I've been doing, subscribe to the channel. And when you subscribe, hit that notification bell and hit all, so you get every video that I put out. And I'm moving to Belize in a week and a half. So a lot of my videos will be done from Belize moving forward. You'll see certain things in Belize. And I'm very excited about this, and I'm happy to have you guys come along with me. With that, everybody have a good day. It's Sunday. Go out and get you some sun today and get you some vitamin D. And, you know, everybody have a blessed day. With that, peace.